Hello, guys. My name is Nathalie and I'm excited to present the Ultimate Purposeful Entrepreneurship Program. This free training should last about an hour and a half today, and I'm so excited to be here to help you, whether you're a thought leader or entrepreneur, build a prosperous but more importantly, purposeful business without compromising your values, time, and savings. So, welcome. First question for you is probably, I've already launched a business and maybe it wasn't purposeful and I failed at it. Well, that's okay. If you failed at launching a purposeful business in the past, it's not your fault. If you've been concerned in the past that you can't succeed either with launching a purposeful business, then I want you to put those fears at rest, because when you launch a purposeful business, you will be successful. There is no doubt about it. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of strategy. It may be a matter of mindset, but you will succeed at it. Now, you may be thinking that the system, the current system, the world system that we're in does not support the structure to help you launch a purposeful business or even create wealth. And you know what? That is correct. The system is not built for that. Unfortunately, the system has an educational system where people go through high school, through a career, maybe a master's, and then they get a PhD, but in most of the cases, the educational system is built so that you go and work for someone. It is not built for you to launch a purposeful and prosperous business. The system is meant so that you go out and work for somebody else. I'm here to show you how you can build that prosperous and purposeful business so that you can fulfill your life purpose during this webinar. And I'm so excited. My goal from this webinar is clear. I want to teach you and show you how you can launch that purposeful and prosperous business that's inside your heart that will help you create wealth for yourself and your community and your loved ones. So my goal from this webinar, my goal from this web class is that you understand that the only way for you to launch a purposeful business and create wealth is through launching a business that connects with your higher purpose. It must connect with your higher purpose, with your calling in life. Because only once you're aligned with what you're meant to do here, that the universe will work with you to make it happen. The universe will bring you the resources. The universe will bring you the money, the inspiration, the motivation, everything that you need to be successful at this business. Not even for yourself. This is not about yourself. Your higher purpose is for a greater good, for the greater good of the community and humanity. And that's when you're going to actually succeed. When you're aligned in profession, when your business is aligned with your higher purpose. So the only way you're actually going to do that is through my Ultimate Purposeful Entrepreneurship Program. This is a program I've been teaching at Cal State LA for their MBA program for the past 2 years, helping tons of students and also private clients to build that prosperous and purposeful business that they love so that they can create wealth. Now, feel free through this webinar to type inside the field box. I will make sure that either myself or someone in my team answers all your questions. I'm here to support you, to guide you through this journey, this beautiful journey that we're walking together. So please feel free to type in the box all your questions. Know that I will not be answering these through the web class because I don't have a lot of time and there's so much to share, but I will make sure that either myself or my team answers your questions and that you're fully supported in this journey. So most of you already know me, but those who don't know me, I am a purposeful entrepreneur. I started my own purposeful business maybe 3 years ago when my mother died. And it was a waking call for me. Yes, I was a senior manager for a Fortune 500 company, but I was not fulfilled and I kept on asking myself, I've done everything right. I went through college, got my MBA, worked for a huge corporation. I'm making money. I became a U.S. citizen. I immigrated to the U.S. So why am I not fulfilled? Why am I not succeeding at the level that I know I can succeed? And that's when I realized I was not aligned. I was not aligned between my higher purpose and my career in this case. So I went and hired a career coach myself to figure out what is it that I need to do. And that's when I realized I had to launch my own business and help others find their purpose and help others align their profession with who they are, their higher purpose and calling. Because I was able to do that for myself, I knew that was my calling. I'm a purposeful entrepreneur. I teach for the MBA program at Cal State LA, Entrepreneurship. I'm also a professional speaker for a few speaking bureaus. I am a 20-time international best-selling author on Amazon. My book launched on September 2016 called Live with Purpose, Create Positive Lasting Change. Within a few weeks, it became an international bestseller in over 10 self-help and business categories worldwide. So check it out. It's on Amazon. Live with Purpose. You probably noticed from my accent that I am not American, and you are correct. While I'm French, I was born and raised in Madrid, Spain. So I was born and raised in Madrid, Spain, went to the French school over there, and then I went to get my college degree in France. And I came to the US on a soccer scholarship for my MBA program. So family roots from France, born in Spain. Now, through these entrepreneurship purposeful business, I've had the opportunity, once my book hit #1 international bestseller, to become a columnist for Arianna's Huffington Thrive Global platform. And I've also had the opportunity to have tons of interviews with thought leaders, such as you probably already know Simon Sinek, who is a UK consultant. He's also a New York Times bestseller. He has a TED Talk, very famous TED Talk called How Great Leaders Inspire Action. I've also had interviews with the mayor of Beverly Hills. The mayor of Beverly Hills has a beautiful vision, which is to make sure Beverly Hills is a healthy city, and she has partnered with Deepak Chopra to provide meditation and yoga tools to Beverly Hills civilians. And Marco Antonio Regil, which is well known in the Latin community. He does entrepreneurship workshops around the world and was the host of The Price is Right. I've also had interviews with Eric Ripert, which you probably have seen multiple times on Anthony Bourdain's TV shows. He himself has multiple TV shows. He's a chef, he's a Buddhist. So many thought leaders with who I've had the opportunity to have interviews. I am blessed and lucky, and I'm here to help you do the same for yourself, to build that purposeful business that you're meant to build and succeed in life. So let me tell you a little bit about my story now. Let's start with the beginning and realization. That's back in 2013, and that was a real major crossroad in my life. I remember at that time I had followed the so-called linear path of getting educated and joining the corporate world. However, that year, my mom was dying of cancer, and it was as if her near-ending life because of the cancer was kind of reflecting on my own. And even though I had accomplished everything I thought I wanted in my life, I got my MBA, my green card, and I was a senior manager for a Fortune 500 company, I realized that I wasn't quite living the life I wanted. I wasn't quite fulfilled, and actually I didn't even know what I wanted. And so it was painfully unfulfilling. So knowing that my mother was about to die was a reflection on my own life. And I knew that death is certain for all of us. And at that point is when I really hit a breaking point, and I decided to make a shift in my life and get a little clearer on what I wanted to do. What happened was the decision was starting a business. And it all started because when my mother died, I hired a career coach. At the beginning, my idea was simply to get a new job. But as this coach helped me so much, I realized that there was a little more for me to learn in the coaching arena. And so I decided at that point that it was time for me to listen to my heart, and it was time for me to take a leap of faith. By February of 2015, when I actually completed formal training as a coach to the Coaches Training Institute, is when I decided to launch my coaching business and website. That was kind of the beginning of the shift, the beginning of a path of what I call of a heart. That's when basically I was able to find the purpose in me to clearly see what I was meant to do. So then the moment that changed everything started. That was my whole transformation as an entrepreneur. That was the moment that everything changed. The beginnings were struggling. The first 2 years I was quite stressed, and I was actually even experiencing some financial and emotional challenges. I had invested quite a bit in my business, but I wasn't really seeing the results I wanted. Despite all those obstacles, I kept on pushing. But why? Why would someone keep on pushing when everything goes against them? Well, that was really the moment that changed everything for me, because I was determined to figure out how to make my business profitable and sustainable, because it started finally to listen to my heart. For the first time, I was listening. For the first time, I was connected to my purpose, to my heart. So it was very clear for me that no matter how many obstacles came my way, no matter what would happen to me, that I would always keep on pushing, and that I would always choose freedom and fulfillment over any kind of security. So I wouldn't give up, because I finally found my personal purpose, and because I was so connected to my business and its vision that it was impossible really to see myself without seeing my business. It's like if we were one. We became one. I was able to share my gifts with the world and solve a pain or problem for the greater good. And it was bigger than me at that point. It was beyond my self-existence, and I couldn't exist without it. So there was only one option, and that was figure out how you can succeed in business and do it in alignment with your heart, with your vision, and with your values. So I had to learn a few things as an entrepreneur to get where I needed to go, and some of those learnings were, in addition to obtaining full clarity on my purpose, were mastering my mindset was a big one. So the mindset work that I had to do, the shifts on many beliefs, was quite substantial. I learned as well to shift my circle of influence, and I started taking massive action towards all my goals and dreams, and in perfect alignment with my vision. Once the action was being taken care of, the mindset was taken care of, the vision was there, things started moving along. And really all I had to do to get to the point where I started to see true results was trust. So gain complete and full trust that I was on the right path, that everything was going to unfold perfectly, and that I would soon see a result. By 2016, I launched my book, Live with Purpose, and it became, within 2 weeks, an Amazon international bestseller in over 10 self-help and business categories. So I went to earn 6 figures in like 3 to 6 months, and that led to the idea of more books and this entrepreneurship program that I'm sharing with you. Truth is that when you're in alignment with your purpose, no matter how many challenges you get, and oftentimes those challenges are going to get you closer to your purpose, then everything aligns and the money comes. So in my case, it was my mother's death that opened the door for everything. I'm clear today. I'm very happy that I have the direction I need, that I'm heading where I need to head, that I'm in alignment with my purpose, that my calling is a perfect reflection of my business, that they both mirror each other like a mirror, and I'm in full control and fulfilled. So today, if I look back at those early beginnings when my mother died, I'm happy to see that even if it's time for me to go, I can look back, see how much I've accomplished, and I'm actually going to smile. That was the way to success for me, to 6 figures. And after that, it was just exponential. So the media exposure exploded. By 2017, after my book was #1 in so many categories, I was able to become a direct contributor for Ariane's Huffington Drive Global newspaper. I had tons of interviews with thought leaders and influencers, and my entrepreneurship program became an integral part of the curriculum at Cal State LA for the MBA program. So things were moving along super quick, and that's when I started to get really good quality media placements on Thrive Global, on the Huffington Post. I also got a few deals with some international speaking bureaus like Speakers Mexico or Women's Media Center, where Malala speaks, and many other interviews with industry experts. So I mentioned a few of them: Simon Sinek, Mayor of Beverly Hills, Chef Eric Ripper, Marco Antonio Regil, John Branca's, Jeffrey Hazlett, and many more. So at that point, I realized that my understanding of business was pretty high and that all my proven methods had actually the power to help other leaders and other entrepreneurs make a significant impact in the world. So that's when I decided to give back. That's when my ultimate vision as an entrepreneur got clear, that I was here to help worldwide thought leaders and entrepreneurs to listen to their hearts and live with purpose. That I was here to help them find and align their higher purpose with their business vision so that they could actually create in return a purposeful and prosperous business that they love and make a bigger impact. So I finally figured out how I was able to give back to the world. So how does this apply to you? Well, you're either in the corporate world and want to become an entrepreneur, and so that would be very helpful for you. Or you want to become a better business leader and owner, meaning you already have a business. Perhaps the vision of your business is not perfectly aligned with your higher calling, and you're wondering why you have not been making those results that you've been wanting to make. Maybe you do make money, but you're not succeeding and you're not feeling fulfilled, and the reason why is because your business vision is chances are not aligned with your higher purpose. Or maybe you want to increase your business revenue, and again, remember that revenue or money is always a result. It's never a means to an end. You need to have the perfect vision in alignment with who you are, your values, and your purpose before you can increase your revenue. Or you want to create wealth and help others in your community. So this is how this program can actually apply to you. So let's move on to one of the success stories I had, and this is Alan Rubin. He's a fantastic guy. He's the owner of South Bay Website Design, and he had multiple companies before he actually joined my program. So we worked together for a few months to a year, and he had built multiple businesses, yet none of them were successful at the level that he wanted. And why was that? Well, truth is because he was building businesses to make money. Every time he spoke to me about one of his business ideas, it was all about, but I could make that much, and this could happen, and this is how much I can make, etc., etc. And so through my coaching and my program, I started really helping him to go back in track with his purpose. I said, none of the ideas that you have here seem to be connected to your story, Alan, or to your journey, to your pain points, to what happened in your life, to what you had to learn for yourself so that you can help others to learn that for themselves. So let's go back to your story and journey. Let's understand who you are, what happened to you. And then we can figure out how any of these business ideas can actually align itself with who you are. And we found it. He had one business idea called the Titanic. And this idea was something that he had actually started before the movie Titanic happened. And he wanted to have this big boat, Titanic, but he didn't know really what to do with the boat. And so through a lot of work and understanding of his life purpose, we realized that his idea, Titanic, needed to be there to help the animal sea world. Meaning that his Titanic idea was there to create a charity for dolphins, etc., for the SeaWorld, for people to donate or work with him in order to liberate SeaWorld animals, in order to clean up the sea. And there's so much work to be done today. So that was how his story was connected. He is a healer. He has always been a healer. He's a Kundalini yoga teacher. He's certified in martial arts. And he's a healer and has been giving massages to friends and family members for the past few years and never understood why he was a healer. Well, that's why he's a healer. He's here to heal the sea world. And ever since he has aligned that new business, Titanic, with helping the sea world to be cleaned up, he's just going nonstop for success, and he's just finding partners and partners and partners and building a very successful and profitable business, much more successful and profitable than he could have ever imagined. So here's his success story for you guys to read. So what are we going to cover in the next few slides? There are 3 secrets that are important, I think, for us to cover. Number 1 is how will you find your purpose and how can you turn that into a business, right? The second secret you're probably wondering is, well, great, now that I have a purpose and that I've turned it into a business, how can I actually make money? Because great, yes, it's a result, but I still have to make money to survive, and you're right. So we're going to learn how to monetize that purposeful business while also helping others in your community. And lastly, you're going to tell me, great, I have purpose, I've turned it into a business, I'm making money, but how can I make money for the next 20 or 30 years? How can I ensure this business will be here even after I'm dead? How can I make sure this business will leave a legacy that will sustain itself year after year? So that's secret number 3, how to future-proof your business to work in any economy until you actually leave a legacy, meaning you're going to sustain that business through the ups and downs of the economy. So let's jump into secret number 1. How do you find your purpose and how do you turn that into your business? Well, that's all about fulfillment, right? When you are aligned with your purpose, you're usually sharing a gift that's a passion, and that makes you incredibly, incredibly happy or fulfilled. So forget all the marketing research, do an internal research, right? So remember, your purpose is in your heart. It's in your heart. You just need to light up that purpose. And the way to do that is really starting by doing what you love. So if you have 24 hours in a day, start doing what you love. Change a lot of the things you're doing. You're probably today spending 80% of your day on the things you don't like, with the people you dislike, doing things that you could care less if you were looking at your last day here on earth. So reassess that day and really find purpose on everything you do. If the day has 8 hours, everything in those 8 hours needs to be perfectly aligned with what you love to do, with what you enjoy doing, what fulfills you. Because work is not money. Work is passion. Work is sharing your gifts with the world. Work is doing what you love, meaning work is something that you do whether or not you're paid. Or more importantly, it's something that you would actually even be willing to pay in order to do. So if you're willing to pay for something, then that's probably your purpose or the career you should be doing. For example, I am willing to pay every day for an extra minute in this journey as a coach, as a speaker, and as an author. I am willing to pay. Yet I'm making money to do it, see? So work is always passion. So don't look for the external shiny objects. Just find your internal light. That's what you need to do. Because once you find purpose, you are set for success. I promise you. Now, some people may think, well, some entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and speakers might think that, well, I don't understand how launching a purposeful business will work for me. So let me tell you a little bit about my personal story. I am today making 5 times more than what I was making as a senior manager for Kaiser Permanente. So how is that possible? Because I'm finally aligned, because I'm finally doing what I'm meant to do. Yes, launching a more purposeful business will work for you or anyone, because that's when the universe will start working with you, will give you the resources, the money, the time, the energy, the health that you need to get there. So, still within this number 1 secret, a purposeful business, which you have to understand that really the ultimate goal for you is not just fulfillment, but working towards a greater good cause, a cause that's bigger than yourself. And when that happens, that's when you build a legacy. Don't build a resume, but build an epiphany, build a legacy. And start working towards your own eulogy. So if today was your last day, how do you want to be remembered? Do you want to be remembered for anything on your resume? Probably not. You want to be remembered for this person who truly fulfilled their purpose, and by doing so was contributing to the greater good. Here's a perfect example. Oliver Palan was a student on the ABA program. And when I met him, he was very reluctant about the program, couldn't truly put his mind to how could a purposeful business ever make money for him. Yet he followed the program and he did everything that I asked in the program. This is what he actually ended up sending me on the last day of class. And these are the type of things that I love to see. The shift that I am able to make in others people's lives. So he wanted to thank me for a wonderful program, and he felt that he was so inspired to go dig deep into his heart to really find that purpose and make that purpose his living. So he quit his job and he started his own business, and his own business is beautiful. So Oliver has a business today where he actually creates tours for LGBT members to go on a cruise. He wanted to create an environment for LGBT community where people could go with their kids and they could actually do scuba diving, nature, etc., etc. So it's a cruise strictly for LGBT, which is a target audience that is, for Oliver, his perfect target audience, and he feels extremely fulfilled because he thinks that this pain is a pain that he needed to solve for himself as a kid, and now he's able to solve it for others. Now, you may also be thinking, well, I don't understand how launching this purposeful business will ever create wealth. The truth is that if you seek that internal light inside you, instead of chasing all these external shiny objects, that's when you're actually going to save time and money on the long run. Passion is always going to win in terms of making wealth versus fear. So if you're taking a job because you have the fear you won't pay for your bills, then you will not succeed because you're making a decision based on fear. But if you're taking a job or starting a business based on the passion you have, you're making a decision based on true light and alignment, and that's when you save time and money. You save years that I could have saved if I had started my business at 17. Years to actually make a lot more money over time because you're starting earlier. So that's the truth. All right, so now let's get started with the second secret. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, please feel free to type in any questions that you may have on the field box on the webinar, and I will make sure that someone in my team or myself gets you the answers you're looking for. I want to make sure that you're fully supported in this journey. So secret number 2 is about how do I monetize now my purposeful business. So I found my purposeful business. I've turn it into a business, but how do I actually monetize that purposeful business? And of course, remember the main goal is not just for you, but also to help others in your community. So many people think, many entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and speakers may think, I'm not sure I can make money with my purpose. Truth is, that's the only way you're actually going to make money. Prior to following my purpose, I was probably making 1/5 of what I'm making today, meaning I'm making 5 times more today than I used to make. That's how much money I am actually making with my purpose. Why? Because the opportunities keep on coming once you're aligned. First, I was offered to be a teacher right after I got my coaching certification. I remember the chair who went through the interviews with me, letting me know that the reason why they wanted to hire me is because I had that coaching certification. So that was the first opportunity. Then came the book. My mother's death and my personal growth journey helped me put together a book in less than 2 weeks. It actually took me 6 months to figure out the strategy to market and promote the book, but writing the book only took 2 weeks. That's how inspired I was. That's how motivated I was, how the universe was really giving me all the knowledge and wisdom I needed to share with the world. And in 2 weeks, I had my #1 bestseller written. 6 months later, I launched my book and it became a #1 international bestseller. So as soon as my book hit #1 international bestseller, I was offered to become a direct contributor for Erie and East Huffington Thrive Global newspaper. And through that platform, I was able to request interviews with thought leaders such as Simon Sinek, the mayor of Beverly Hills, Eric Ripert, Jeffrey Hazlett, John Brankus, Marco Antonio Regil, and many, many other thought leaders. So yes, the truth is once you are on purpose, that's when you start making money. From there, of course, my business exploded, the number of clients I had, and I'm at a point today where I'm trying to automate as much as I can, bring as many people as I can in my business to help me grow, exponentially grow my business. Truth is, when you start with purpose, you can make money. So launching a purposeful business is all about being aligned with your purpose, and that's the only way you're actually going to make money. So I quadruple, I even multiply by 5 by now my income through doing what I love, because work equals fun. The problem, most people think work equals money or pain, but it's the other way around. Work is nothing but fun. Money is just a result. It's not a means to an end. When you do what you love, you are the best at what you do, because you will learn any skills to get there. You will overcome any obstacles to get there, and you will succeed. See, your chances of success are much higher when you're on purpose. So working hard from something you don't like is stress. And it'll probably even get you to a point where you're going to develop some type of disease. However, working for something that you love is passion. And passion energizes you. Passion rejuvenates you. And passion is what triggers money and wealth. And when you're doing what you love, when you're sharing your gifts with the world, when you're solving a pain or problem for others that you were able to solve for yourself, and where you're continuously adding value to society and your clients, that's when people are willing to pay for your services, and that's when you're actually making money. So here's another case study from a client I had, Michael Matucci. He's an actor and producer, and he came to me recently because he had completely shifted his purpose at the time. So he used to be an actor and producer, and he decided to let that on the side and instead start a business called System Busters. And System Busters, really what that was for him was in alignment with his purpose. So he had traveled for a year, and he went to visit a few indigenous people here in the US and learn a little more about their lifestyle, their history, etc., and decided to launch Systems Buster, which is a campaign for humanity. And he wanted help to shift his personal brand into something that would position himself within System Busters. So I help him align that branding with his new purpose. I help him create all the social media platforms, gain raving fans, and I'm helping him monetize through the platform his business. And I know he's been very happy to finally put together a strategy for the vision he has and learn how to set his mindset and the execution towards the legacy that he wants to build. So it's really been a pleasure working with him, and this is again a case study of my program and what he feels my program helped him with. Okay, so now secret number 2, here's what some entrepreneurs and thought leaders might also think, that I'm not sure how I can monetize a business I love. So great, yes, sure, you could make money, but how can I make money monetizing a business I love? Well, it's all about adding value. So if you add value, if you're solving a pain or problem for someone, and oftentimes you're solving a pain or problem that you were able to solve for yourself first. And because you're able to solve that pain or problem for yourself, now you can help others, which is exactly what happened with me. I was able to solve that problem for myself, to get aligned with my purpose, to start a business that was purposeful, attached to my heart. And once I was able to do that for myself, I've been able to do it for clients over and over and over repeatedly. Then I had to learn how to make that business prosperous and profitable. And once I was able to do that for myself, I've been able to do it for my clients over and over and over again. So it's all about adding value. When someone sees value in what you have to offer, and chances are, if it's aligned with your higher purpose, it has value. If it's aligned with your higher purpose, it's a gift you're meant to share with others. It's something that you are here called to serve and add value for to others. So when you start adding value, that's when you start seeing results, monetary results. That's when you start seeing a profitable business working at full speed. So look for the value you can add. How can you actually add value to your clients? The day your clients stop seeing value is the day they'll stop paying for your services. So keep on challenging your business to make sure that they're adding true value, tangible value, the value that your clients feel, can pop, can sense. And once that happens, then you'll be on your way to a prosperous business. Secret number 3 is once you've created these purposeful business, once you've created a business that's making money, that's profitable, so how can you now sustain that business over the ups and downs of the economy? How to future-proof that business to work in any economy and possibly to last 20, 30 years or even beyond your lifetime so that you build a legacy. So some people may say, some entrepreneurs, thought leaders, etc., they may think, I don't know how to overcome bad market conditions. What if a recession hits again? Well, research proves that when there's a crisis, it's actually the moment when there's the biggest opportunity for you to create a purposeful and prosperous business. Why? Because crisis means opportunity. And it's really for you a matter of strategizing and anticipating proactively those ups and downs. If you have anticipated a crisis, you may have saved up some money, knowing that when the crisis hits, your cash is going to allow you maybe to buy competitors, maybe to grow your business at a speed others can't grow, and by doing so you're just going to gain a bigger market share and leave your competitors with no market share. So it's really an opportunity. There are no bad conditions. And when you have a purposeful business, you're always adding value, meaning you're really helping clients solve a major life or business problem. So whether or not the economy is going well, you're still adding value to your clients, and your clients are still going to need your services, and they're still going to be willing to pay for those services. You're not going to have to downgrade your offer by any means. So let's take the example of my program and what I do. So I help thought leaders and entrepreneurs build a purposeful and prosperous business. So let me ask you, if the economy is not so good, will it change for them how much they're willing to pay to find their purpose? I don't think so. It's priceless. It's a major life problem that I'm solving. People are willing to pay actually probably a lot more during times of crisis to find their purpose so that they can really find a job that they love and start making money during those times of crisis or become the perfect fit for the company. So it's actually an opportunity. I usually get more clients during the crisis time. Let's take another example. Let's say you already know your purpose and you just need help to create a profitable business. Turn that purpose into a business and make it profitable. Wouldn't you be willing to pay just as much during a crisis time if you had some savings for that single idea that's going to guarantee that you will be here through the crisis and after the crisis? Of course you would. So it's waterproof. People are not going to pay less for your services during crisis. Chances are they're going to be willing to pay more because you're solving a major life or business issue for them, and therefore your business is just going to keep on growing and surviving. And chances are that through those not so good market conditions, you will actually grow the most. Here's some research done by Ernst Young Bacon Institute, and the research has heavily investigated purpose and profitability within businesses. And what they found through many research, they presented 5 aspects of how purpose can actually bring greater strategic impetus and be a guiding force for corporate transformation and long-term value creation. Again, it's all about creating value. When you create value, you're actually going to create a profitable business. So there's actually 5 main aspects that Ernst Young Bacon Institute have found related to purpose. Purpose instills strategic clarity. Once you're clear on purpose, it's like things are so clear. You're not wasting time anymore with the clients that you should not be wasting time with. You're not wasting time on figuring out what products or services you should offer. You're not figuring out what the vision of your business should be or changing it every other year, because it's clear, it's attached to your higher purpose. And that's just stable. It may grow and evolve, but the essence is always going to be the same. Nothing's going to change. So you have clarity. Purpose also channels innovation, right? When there's purpose, you are willing to really innovate, to solve the pain and problem, and make sure that you're always on top of the latest and greatest for your customers, because you are a forward thinker through that purpose. You're kind of like the creator of that purpose, right? Like a Steve Jobs, like an Elon Musk. You're always thinking ahead of competition. You're not even looking at competition, because you are creating the future of that industry, of that service, of that product. Third is purpose is a force for and a response to transformation. So yes, when you're on purpose, you're always going to push forward, even during the hardest times, right? You're going to overcome all obstacles. You're going to learn all skills, because you don't exist without that purpose. You're one with it. So you're going to just keep on pushing, and therefore you're also going to transform. 4 is purpose taps a universal need. Right? We all need to know why we're here. There is a reason why we're here, and chances are that through your lifespan, you're going to ask yourself that question, right? Is this what I'm meant to do? Am I on track? I mean, how often do we humans ask ourselves that question? All the time. And then lastly, 5, purpose builds bridges, right? So it does build a bridge between everything, a connection between everyone. When you're on purpose, you're usually connecting with partners that are somehow connected to that purpose. When you're on purpose, you're also connected with clients that are heavily connected to that purpose. And so you're building a community that is perfectly aligned, a tribe perfectly connected and aligned with your purpose. And you're building bridges where there may be no bridges. The first thing for you, based on the Ernst & Young Bacon Institute, is to understand the power of a clear vision, purpose, or why. Now here's another case study. This client of mine was one of my first clients, and I helped her find her purpose. She moved to San Francisco, got married, and went on track with her purpose in life. So here's another case study. Now, you may also think that you don't know how to future-proof your business. So how do you know if it will really be relevant over time? Well, we're going back to solving a major life or business problem, right? When you're solving that, this is something that just lasts forever. Me helping others find their life purpose or calling, that's something that, is that ever going to go away? Do you think that that pain will ever go away within the human existence? No, probably not. And actually today, these past few years are years where humanity are really waking up, raising their consciousness and understanding the power of purpose. Whether you're in the corporate world or not, even companies are starting to understand the power of purpose. How someone who works for them, who's connected to that purpose or vision, will work towards the worst times. They won't work for the paycheck. They'll work because they believe in the vision of the company, because they want to be part of the vision of the company. And it's not about money or a paycheck. They want to be part of it. So that's how you future-proof your business. So find your purpose, because research shows that businesses fail in most cases because they're trying to be money driven. instead of purpose driven. That's the number one reason based on research why businesses fail. Most people think that it's because they're undercapitalized, bad marketing conditions, or they don't have the right resources. Well, guess what? Research proves that the number one reason why a company fails is because their vision, the company's vision, is money driven instead of purpose driven. So it's not really solving a major pain or problem for their clients, meaning it's not really adding value, meaning it will never generate profit on the long run. If people aren't fit for the money, they'll leave for more money. But if they believe in the purpose, they won't leave for money reasons. They will stay within the company. Even if you cut their salary by half, they'll stay there and work towards the vision because they want to be part of it. And that's how purpose can really, really help not just companies, but yourself as a business owner. And once you're a business owner, it would also help your employees. It will also help your partners and so forth. So let me ask you a question now. Are you guys enjoying the webinar so far? Please type in the fields on the webinar. Let me know how you're enjoying the webinar so far. I'm super excited. I'm really excited about this program. And I feel often chills as I speak and relate to you the stories and the journey that I've been through, and I hope that you're just feeling amazing and having a great time. So please let me know how you're doing so far, and again, if you have questions, drop them on the field and someone in my team or myself will make sure that you get an answer. And so we've covered so far the 3 secrets. We've covered secret number 1, how do I find my purpose and turn it into a business? Secret number 2, how do I, once I find the purpose and turn it into a business, monetize that purposeful business and help others in my community? And lastly, number 3, how do I future-proof now that I have a purposeful and profitable or prosperous business? How do I future-proof that business to work in any economy and beyond my lifespan until I build a legacy? Who wants to take things to the next level? Put in the Q&A box, I'm ready, please. Please type in the field. Let me know if you are ready. Yes, very good. Okay, so let's go. So introducing now the Ultimate Purposeful Entrepreneurship Program. So let me give you a deep dive into what the program is all about, the benefits, and what you get through the program. So this program is all about helping you launch that purposeful business that we've been talking about and create wealth without compromising your values, your time, or savings. It's just a beautiful formula that once you're aligned, everything flows and you're unstoppable. And so here's what you get with the program. The first thing that you're going to get is model number 1 is help through videos, workbooks, checklists, scorecards, and many more. You're going to get absolute clarity on that purpose. So that's the first model, getting absolute clarity on why you're here and how that's connected to why your business exists. So we're going to create at the end the vision of your business. On the second model, it's all going to be about mastering your mindset. So first you have the vision, which is the pillar of the house. Then you need mindset, right? So being an entrepreneur is going to be challenging. You're going to have to shift your mindset. You're going to have to overcome fears, blockages, obstacles, mental obstacles. You're going to be put against a lot of challenges at first where you're not going to see the results right away. And fears are going to come. Then stress is going to come. And your network's going to start telling you, well, why don't you go back to the corporate world? And then you're going to stress out and you're going to have more fears. So it's all about helping you manage stress and fear and overcome manage stress and fear. Once we have the vision and the mindset, it's all about execution. You are unstoppable at that point. You're clear, perfectly clear. You're strong in mindset, and so you can execute much faster than others. So model 3 is turning purpose into action. Execution, execution, execution. So we're going to create the strategy for you. We're going to create your systems, your team, your positioning, and many, many other things so that your business can grow, grow, grow. So model 4 is all about creating a prosperous business. So let's make sure that that business keeps on making money, that you keep on growing over and over and over, that you expand your team, that you automate everything that you can, that you create processes, that you delegate, that you manage, that you measure, your key performance indicators in your company, that you have everything you need legally, financially to succeed and make that business as prosperous as it should be. And then lastly is, once that business is making tons of money, how do you ensure that the business is going to be here in 20, 30 years from now? How do you ensure that you're being relevant to your industry, to your clients, right? That the major pain or problem that you're solving is still being relevant in 20, 30 years from now. That what you're offering is modern, that what you're offering is forward thinking, and that people still need what you have to offer in 20, 30 years and even beyond your lifetime, as I mentioned, so that you can create a legacy. So here's one of my best success stories. So this is Dr. Steve McGuire. He's the director for Cal State LA of the Institute for Entrepreneurship. And he wrote this beautiful recommendation for me where he's saying that he's really honored to have me and my book and my programs to be an essential part of the curriculum. And I thank him myself very much for all the opportunities that he has given me. So who is this for? So this is for entrepreneurs who want to monetize their purpose. This also works for thought leaders who want to make a bigger impact, or for executives who want to leave the corporate world, or even for speakers, authors, right? If you want to turn your content into a more profitable business. If you're on any of these categories, you're an entrepreneur, you're a thought leader, you're an executive, you're a speaker and author, or you're a wannabe entrepreneur, then this is for you. The number one reason why people don't get started is you may be thinking that you can't get started because you don't know your own purpose or you don't have a solid business idea. Well, remember, Model 1 is all about clarity on purpose, meaning I'm going to help you step by step find that purpose in your heart. I'm going to help you step by step understand why you're here, to trigger in you the purpose you have. And once you're on track with your purpose, everything is going to align. You're going to get my Ultimate Purposeful Entrepreneurship course, which value is $2,000. And again, this is a course I have been teaching at Cal State LA for the MBA program for the past 2 years. And it's just fantastic. And it's probably worth a lot more than $2,000. So you're getting that, but you're also getting the Sustainable Toolbox. The Sustainable Toolbox for purpose-driven entrepreneurs is all about giving you a workbook, scorecards, checklists, everything that you need to build a purposeful and prosperous business from A to Z. So it's everything. It's the recipe of everything you need to create that purposeful and prosperous business. With these tools, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to build your business step by step. Get absolute clarity on your purpose. Find your higher purpose, turn it into a business. You're going to master your mindset, take massive action, monetize your purposeful business, and then proof your business to work in any economy and create a purposeful and prosperous business that will sustain over your lifetime and beyond. That's what you're going to get with these tools that you will be able to use. So you're also going to get rid of any wasted time. All the time that I've wasted myself to figure out things, I've cracked the secrets for you. So they're right here, right? You don't have to waste any time. You're saving all that time that it took me to figure out things. You're also going to save money. You're not going to have to hire professional services to figure out your purpose or your business vision, or how to monetize your business, or how to sustain your business, etc., etc. It's also going to avoid you hiring the wrong person. Why? Because when you're on purpose, you're only going to attract people that are connected to that purpose. And it's going to be also very clear for you to know if you should hire that person or not. Because you're going to know if the person is involved on the vision of your business, if they want to be part of it, or if they're just there for the paycheck. You're also going to remove all mental blockages or any inferior belief that you need to change. We all have those beliefs, and we really need to be able to shift those beliefs, if they're limiting beliefs, to beliefs that are actually going to empower you, uplift you. So you're going to also be able to make decisions faster with absolute confidence. It's not like you're going to be starting slow. You can technically get that business up and running and make money within 6 months or less. So that's all you're going to get rid of. You're going to also get rid of doing what you don't believe in anymore. Every morning when you wake up and you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you know you're on track. You know you've changed. You know you're on the right direction, and you're going to be so happy. So you're no longer going to feel unfulfilled and stressed and unhappy. You're actually going to be so pumped up, so empowered, that you're just going to be unstoppable. What's the problem solved? I originally struggled to gain clarity and confidence, or even attract ideal clients, or even book speaking engagement, or even get media placements, or hiring the right people, or increasing my revenue. So I had to create that ultimate toolbox for myself. And that's what I'm giving you. I'm giving you all the secrets, all the steps one by one that I have done to gain clarity, confidence, attract ideal clients, book speaking engagements, get media placements, hiring the right people, and increasing my revenue. You get all of it. That's going to help you save tons of time and money. You do not have to reinvent the wheel or test or search like I did. It's all right here for you. You might be thinking, I can't possibly get everything I need with this toolbox. Well, it's not a problem, because I promise you that it's everything and more than what you need. You probably don't even need to do everything I have there to start making money or be successful. Now, if you do everything there, then you're gonna become a millionaire. But you don't even have to do half of what's there, and you're still gonna be extremely successful. So the sustainable toolbox for purpose-driven entrepreneurs is also added, and the value is $1,000. So you get both the ultimate purposeful entrepreneurship course, the sustainable toolbox, but you also get the purposeful business blueprint. So this is a blueprint that took me years of trial and error. During these past few years, I have been refining that blueprint over and over again, and it has all the knowledge that you need. Everything, the exact blueprint that me and my students use to create this prosperous and purposeful business. You'll get that exact system to launch and grow your business, and I'm going to walk you through the steps, step by step, and you're going to have business cases as well. So you're going to know how successful businesses owners got there. What is it that they did? What is it that they didn't do? What is it that they avoided? What is it that they end up doing that was maybe a mistake? And how did they learn from it? You're going to have all the business cases from all those clients in this business blueprint. The value for it is $500, and you're also going to get that. We're already at a total value of $3,000, but you're also going to get the growth mindset accelerator. I already told you need a vision, you need mindset, and then you need execution. And once you have all those three ingredients, you're unstoppable. Then you can create your strategy, your systems, your team, your positioning, and many other things. You're going to get the growth mindset accelerator so that you can go from self-doubt or being stuck or having tons of fear to really learn how to have what's called a growth mindset. That's the mindset of someone that sees opportunity in every challenge. It's the mindset of someone that is unstoppable, that has no doubt whatsoever. They have absolute clarity and certainty that they will succeed. And they even know when they're going to succeed, and they even know how much they're going to make by when, which was not the mindset I had when I started. But this is the mindset I'm in. I have absolute clarity on how much I'm going to make, and I already know by when I'm going to make that money. I have zero doubts in my mind, and I never fail. And this is the mindset that you're going to have. It's going to be what I call the growth mindset. You're going to gain extreme self-confidence in your capabilities to get this business going and profitable, etc. And that's just going to build an internal strength for success for you. And once you have that mindset, you're just unstoppable. You shifted your mindset. You're in full control of yourself, and you no longer depend on the system, external voices. You depend on your internal strength, light, and voice and intuition. The growth mindset accelerator is $500. You're also going to get the fundraising playbook. As I was sharing my program, a lot of clients were asking me, well, great, what if I want to raise funds? How do I actually get to raise funds? So you're going to get the fundraising playbook, where it's going to show you exactly how to raise money to jumpstart your business. And there are multiple formulas, whether they're joint ventures or other types of ways to raise money. You're going to get everything. You're going to know exactly how many options you have to raise money and what's the most suitable option for you at the stage your business is in. Maybe crowdfunding is good for an early stage business, and maybe venture capital angel investors is better suited for companies that are bigger and so forth. So you're going to know exactly all the ways you have to raise money, and when it makes sense for you to raise money, and how you can go about it, and what websites, what places you need to look for that money, and what are the steps you need to follow to actually ensure that you get the money on time. So it's the blueprint that will teach you where to find potential investors and how to ultimately pitch your business to get funding. This is worth $400. You'll also get that. And let me ask you a question. If all my program did was help you find your purpose, would it be worth $4,475? Probably yes, but it does that and a lot more, right? We already know it helps you raising money, building a growth mindset, finding your purpose, creating a profitable business, etc., etc. So if I did charge you $4,475 and all it did was show you exactly how to build a prosperous business that fulfills your life purpose, would it be worth to you? Of course, yes. Just by building that business, you probably would be making 5 to 10 times more. Is it worth it? Absolutely. If all it did was help you tap into your true purpose and turn it into a business, how much can you pay for your calling in life? It's priceless. If all it did was show you how to monetize your purpose through a fulfilling business, would it be worth $4,475? If all it did was future-proof your business to make money in any economy and even beyond your lifespan, would it be worth $4,475? Well, I had two choices. Either I kept it at that price level or I made it cheap. But I wanted to make it valuable. So how do I make it valuable without making it at a level of cheapness that is no longer valuable. So I had to make it valuable. The choice I chose was I want to make it valuable. So I went with value. And what I did is I want something that's worth to you. If you were able to launch a purposeful business, what would that be worth to you? How much would you be willing to pay? How about if I could help you create wealth through a fulfilling business? How much would that be worth to you? So the Ultimate Purposeful Entrepreneurship course, right, the value is $4,475. That's the value. Now, just the course is, as we know, $2,000, but I added many tools for you to help you. So I'm giving you today a very special discount. A discount that I haven't even offered to Kyle Steadley or any of my clients, but I have decided to give it today because I want to take it to the market for the first time. And I've decided to make a special discount for you guys because I'm invested in seeing you live your purpose and make a difference. And I think that if you don't have the opportunity to get into an MBA program, you should still have an opportunity to get into this course. So I've decided to make a special discount for those who are not on the MBA program. And today, just today, I'm giving you this Ultimate Purposeful Entrepreneurship course with all the tools and toolboxes and blueprints that I've added, not for $4,475, not even for $2,000, but for $297. For just $297, you're going to be able to find your purpose, turn it into a business, make it profitable, and make it sustainable, and build that legacy that you want well beyond your lifespan for just $297. So now you've got two choices. And on top of that, I'm going to throw in a guarantee. If my course doesn't help you exactly how to launch that purposeful and create wealth, then I'll refund your money. No questions asked. I will refund your money. That's even the guarantee I give you. If after you take the course, you feel it did not help you create exactly what you wanted. So the real question now is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out, even if it only does half of what I've claimed today? It will pay for itself. It will pay for itself as soon as you click on the first model and you complete the Absolute Clarity model where you find your purpose. Isn't that already worth it? A lot more than $297. Yes, it is. And if that wasn't amazing enough, then you're also going to get a bonus. But this is just for the first 10 signups because I will not have time to serve all of you today who sign up. So just the first 10 signups, you're also going to get a free 1-hour one-on-one power coaching call. You're also going to get unlimited email access for the lifetime of the product, so you can ask all your questions, etc. And you're going to get assessments with personal feedback, which is going to help you move much faster. Now, this is only for the first 10 signups. Just the first 10 signups, you're going to get this free bonus. The free bonus will help you not to be alone in this road, and you're going to be walking step by step with someone who's going to help you. You're going to get answers and be helped and have direct access to my team and myself. And the value for that is another. All right, so what you're really going to get today, it's all of this. It's the Ultimate Purposeful course, which value is $2,000. The Sustainable Toolbox, which value is $1,000. The Purposeful Business Blueprint, which value is $500. The Growth Mindset Accelerator, which value is $595. The Fundraising Playbook for $400. And for the first 10 only, as you know, a 1-hour one-on-one power coaching call, unlimited email support, and assessment with personal feedback to help you move faster for a value of $1,000. So the total value you're really getting today is $5,470. But you are getting it for only $297. For just $297, you can get all of this. So click the link here. Click the link on the PowerPoint. If you have issues clicking the link on the PowerPoint, please type in the field box and let me know, and someone in my team will help you get the link. Make sure you click this link right now and get it today for $297. For just $297, you can get started now, right now, today, with the Ultimate Purposeful Entrepreneurship course. Now, is it time for you to serve your purpose? Do you think it's time for you to really get started on finding that purpose? Or are you going to wait one more day before you get there? Is it time for you? How much longer you think you're going to wait to serve that purpose? Well, here's another success story from one of my clients, Concha Mendez. She actually came to me letting me know she had always wanted to have a career of her own, but ended up following her husband around the world and felt like she had lost herself a little bit in the professional side and had kids and didn't really know what her profession should look like. I helped her understand her purpose, and she realized that she had this very deep connection with the fact that she was a mother, and she really enjoyed the night times with her son when she would read to him a little child's book. And she felt like she was frustrated with one of the books that was translated because she felt like it was not properly translated and wasn't really giving the child the education she wanted. So she ended up starting a business where she wrote books for kids. That's how she connected her calling, her higher purpose, to her business, and today she's doing fantastic. So is it time for you to build wealth as well? Are you ready to get started, not just surviving, but thriving in life, living the lifestyle that you want on your own terms, at the level you want, building wealth for yourself and even for your clients and others? Is it time for you to start that today? How much longer do you want to wait for that? So now or later? This is your opportunity. Yes, you may think, oh, I'm too old, or I'm too busy, but those are only excuses. You now have an opportunity to find your purpose, turn it into a business, and make a profit with it for just $297. So those are only excuses. I've built a business when I was still working and teaching, so I had technically 3 jobs. I started a business after my 30s, so I was technically not that young anymore, and I still build the business. I started my business just a few weeks after my mother died. So you can imagine how low my mindset was, how low my vibration was. From that, I started a business. So these are only excuses, and you can tell yourself that somebody else is in a better position than you to get started, but the truth is there's never a perfect moment. Never. So only excuses. And here's again another success story from Luzangela, with who I've worked recently. She's an angelic therapist and holistic wellness practitioner. She's a very powerful and skilled woman, and my program really helped her understand the business side of things. She had a lot of skills on the spiritual side, but really didn't know how to put together her business to make it profitable, to build a brand. So my coaching program really helped her manifest her purpose with clarity, with confidence. She's been very thankful to my program, and she wrote this endorsement for my program, which I'm very thankful for. If only that could be what my program did for you, wouldn't that be a yes? If only that. So just available for today to the market. This is a special offer for a limited time, $297. Get started today. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time today. I really appreciate, and I look forward to serving you, to help you find that purpose, create a profitable business, and make you tremendously fulfilled and happy, and help you in return help many others do the same. So thank you very much again for your time today, and you have a wonderful day.